Welcome to week 5. In week 4, we looked at non-renewable earth resources. We said these resources are non-renewable because when we extract them, there is no way for them to be replenished during our lifetime. We said it is important for us to use these resources judiciously and with some consideration because of the needs of the future generation. We can do simple things like making sure we turn off the lights when we leave the room, cut back on the number of trips maybe we make to the store. When we're going out, we'll have to be cognizant and plan our trips in a way that will maximize the amount of fuel that we're using. This week, I want to remind you that it's important to participate on the discussion board. We'll be looking at some case studies. It's tied to the materials that you are required to read for the week. And if you have any difficulties, I'll be there to walk you through what is required. Part of the emphasis that we have in this course is to make sure that what you are learning is relevant to your day-to-day life. It's not just about the theory. There is an aspect of applying what you are learning to your day-to-day activities. We're going to talk about renewable resources. There is a big push these days for us to move towards using resources that are not going to run out. Resources that are continuously being replenished. But there is a caveat when we're looking at renewable resources, because at times to harness, for example, the power of the wind, the power of the sun, we need other earth materials that will help us in harnessing the energy of the sun and the energy from the wind, or the energy that we have in tides. And even biofuels like ethanol from corn, we still need earth resources that are non-renewable to plant, harvest, and process the maize for our ethanol. That said, the future is going to be for us, just as we've done throughout human civilization, to keep making advances in technology. At the turn of the 20th century, whale oil was used for lighting street lights and for many other uses. Then came crude oil, and most people thought crude oil would never replace whale oil. Crude oil did, and our generation has been codenamed the petroleum generation, or we are living the petroleum age. Before that, we had coal that fueled and powered the industrial revolution. Along the line, we found out that coal is dirty, causes a lot of issues in the cities, and right now we're having accumulation of CO2 that is linked to the overall warming of the earth. Well, this is something that is still being studied. It depends who you talk to. The science is not yet completely settled. That notwithstanding, we have always found out that when we run into issues, we work on the technology and we advance to something that is convenient, to something that is friendly, to something that is sustainable. From the Stone Age through the Bronze Age and the Iron Age, we figured how to keep pushing the envelope and pushing technology and making advances. Right now we are going through that technological changes, and it is important for us to factor that in when we look at the renewable energy sources. The growth in solar energy, in wind energy, is going to continue into the foreseeable future, because eventually, no matter how long it's going to take, the cost of extracting crude oil is going to get more and more expensive, to the point where the renewable energy sources are going to make economic sense. For the time being, we have to keep working on the technology. We have to keep pushing the envelope and making these renewable energy sources like wind energy, solar energy, and biofuels more competitive to the non-renewable energy sources that we're using.